Alrighty, the Sunday noon update. We have arrived at Paulatuk. Dropped the barge, tow, and we'll go back and get these guys organized side by each and push them into Paulatuk. Chris and the fuel people have already arrived, so who knows, we might even get lucky and get started pumping this afternoon. Zoom in here a little bit. Show you about 1,200. I've been trying to find the carbon in the whole trip. The word is Paulatuk at home. Some of the famous carvers, and we shall see. The fun part's going to be on the 1,500 on that part. That's a modular house. I saw how much trouble I had getting on the barge and tough. I think it's going to be real entertainment to see what's got to come off, or to get that house come off here in Paulatuk. Anyway, that's the update. So Paulatuk was a little bit of fun in a lot of ways. It's real shallow going in, and the markers aren't fisheries and oceans markers. They're put in by the locals, and we touched the bottom a little bit and got stopped on the way in. And then when we did get in, the dock's only about 45 feet wide, not much wider than the barges, if at all. And so we had to go head in. Of course, we had all three barges in front of us, give them the push in. We couldn't get close enough to the docks. We got as close as we could, and I don't even know how we got somebody ashore, and it was the normal fiasco dealing with the Arctic. And this was the place that the house was coming off. And I watched the house going on, and all the way to Paulatuk, I dreaded the house coming off. I'll tell you, I knew it was going to be a nightmare. So anyway, we started out by pumping fuel to try and get our draft as light as we could, try and get as close as we could to the this wharf, for lack of a better description. And anyway, it was going on, and all of a sudden word come out that Chris was going to send the Kelly O over, and one tug would take the one barge. There's only one barge with stuff on it for Paulatuk, and the house and the other barge would stay there with the other tug and get unloaded. So I prayed fervently that when Ivan showed up, he was going to get put in charge of the house. And thank God he did. So we were able to knock off and go to Paulatuk and happily wave goodbye to Ivan, and knew he was really going to enjoy himself. While I was there, I managed to buy a carving. I think I picked up I get the one whalebone carving, and I think the other small carving that I picked up there. So I'll show you those in a minute. And we also met two street dogs that young and a pup about 6 months old. Well, the one dog kept coming to the boat, and she was awesome, and we had to be creative and come up with a name for her, so I named her Paula. And the funny story is, of course, I was thinking about taking her home, and there was a rumor that somebody had some gorgeous husky pups, and I told the boys, can't let me go up there looking at husky pups because we'll have a passenger. And I was contemplating grabbing Paula. And I guess a few years before, one of the captains went in, and this dog kept coming to the boat. Like Paula knew right where the galley door was, and she'd walk right down the barge all 300 feet and go to the galley door and wait for somebody to feed her. So one of the captains took a dog home a few years ago, and when he got back to Tuk was up in an uproar because one of the natives was screaming vociferously at the office about the captain that stole his dog. So the company ended up having to buy the dog a plane ticket back to where it came from. So I'm kind of glad I didn't bring Paula with me, because Lord knows she could have belonged to somebody. So this is our friend Paula. Comes to the boat every day. She just got a steak because we're leaving. Hey, pretty girl. Where's your puppy? I think she's the mother of a puppy that's running around too, but he hasn't been around for a couple of days. She comes at least a couple times a day. And she's such a pretty girl. I told her if she got on the tug she would come with us, but she can't get on the tug, so say hi, Paula. Say hi, girl. Oh, you're a nice girl. Yes, you are. You're such a nice girl. We'll see you next year, I hope. You watch for the large. We'll see you next year. So when we're approaching the town or getting close, we had, of course, wireless on the boat. Do a little bit of research, and each of the hamlets has something that they're known for, whether it be Arctic char fishing, or printmaking, or sculptures. Uh, I was anxious to get a sculpture, and of course, I wanted to get what we see in every airport in Canada, the soapstone carving. There's some real well-known and famous carvers from Paulatuk. So I put the word out. One of the deckhands came up and said, Cap, there's somebody up at the front of the boat looking for you. And I went up. Gentleman was there with two shopping bags. I believe his last name was Cantana. I think he's probably related to the fellows that are quite famous. Anyways, he pulled out two whalebone sculptures. And I was going to buy them both. I had to go borrow cash from the cook and the ice pilot. So, of course, the cook came back with me and she decided she wanted one of them, which was all for the best. And, of course, she left me with the slightly more expensive one. But it's called a shaman, and it's actually made out of whalebone. And you can see it's very, very cool. And I named her Helen, and I think she's good luck. She's pretty cool. But they just real interesting. I've got another piece I'm going to show you. This one came from. Actually, I was wrong. Paulatuk's not famous for the carvers. The carvers are from Kugluktuk. I had to recall. These both got bought actually in Kugluktuk. Kugluktuk is the home of Kugluk Bloody Falls Park. The archaeological history there is amazing. It goes back 3 millennia. So that was bought from a gentleman off the front of the tug. Boy, it's bugging me. I can't remember where that. I think that one did get bought in Paulatuk. This one got bought in Kugluktuk, where the national park is, Kugluk Bloody Falls Park, and that's real well known for the carvings. We've got a beautiful, beautiful welcome center and museum. I'll post a couple pictures up, but that's where this neat guy came from. And the bottom is kind of rock, and the top is like polystyrene or something, and he's fishing. He's got a little fish. This is really, really neat, real unique, and I don't know. I didn't think it was expensive. I guess that's a judgment call. If you saw the details on this little tiny fish, which is really hard to get on the camera, um, I didn't care. I didn't barter with anybody up there or whatever they wanted. If I wanted it, I paid the price. Um, you know, I hear these people have subsidies and everything. Looking at the way they live, I could afford it. If I liked it, I bought it. And high tide, and here comes my friend Ivan on the Kelly out. Pretty foggy picture. I'm not sure I'm even going to post it. Well, good morning. It's Callie in the galley, and I get to do the end segment. And as promised, I'm going to teach the tugboat tightwad, a lesson about Italian food. Him and his Spinelli, and all he talks about is all he talks about. All he talks about is Spinelli's this and Spinelli's that, and how great Spinelli's is. Well, I got a surprise for his ass. This week, I've got my special friend, all the way from Italy, and you probably know him. He's a household name. Look at these babies this morning. Edgar Kotokak. And here he is, all the way from Italy. Edgar Kotokak. And it's going to be a real quickie, because we're going to go like this, and we're going to go like this, and we're going to go down here. Oh, no, wrong one. Oh, Jesus. Oh, well. He ain't getting it for breakfast because we haven't got a pot. But it's pretty simple. You take this shit, you go like this, and you put it up here, and you hit go. Alrighty, that's it. And that's the end of the show for this week. Come back Friday night and we'll finish the tour of Paulatuk. Thanks for joining us. And you all, look, the new camera works so good. I got my new boobies, and we'll see y'all Friday night at 6. Thanks.